Yo, this is Timeout. I'm Luna Goon. We back for another episode. You know what I'm saying? Forgive us for missing last week, but I'm Luna Goon. To my right,
It's your boy Coop. What's
my
up?
left,
Brother P.
Your boy Jay.
it's Timeout. And thank you for tuning in. If you're seeing what we doing, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, hit the like button, and let other people know what we doing. Basically, the first topic we're gonna talk about what's going on in the world with Afghanistan. Do you guys know what's going on over there? Us pulling out,
The Taliban and all that.
the U.S. pulling out, giving control over to the Taliban. Y'all been seeing like the videos what's been going on.
Yeah, I know
they
they
blew up the airport recently.
blew up like a U.S. Ship. Blew up like one of the Navy ships, and that's when they started pulling them all out. I know they started pulling back the troops. Like, we gonna leave this with them. So I mean, I don't too astute with what's going on, but I know pretty much the U.S. pulled out their forces. So, but what's going on now with them?
Right now, what's going on is we're pulling out from Afghanistan. It's been 20 years. This September 11th is gonna be 20 years since September 11th.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. And we're pulling out 20 years later. But basically, the Taliban was responsible for September 11th. But how do you guys feel about us pulling out but giving control over to the Taliban, who we was fighting for 20 years? People done lost their lives.
You think they gave control? Or you think
We handing it over. The president just walked out of Afghanistan. Like, I'm
I
out.
think it was a better way for us to back out of it. Like, what they're going through now with the people trying to get out and all of that, if they would have did that from the gate, got them out, and then made the announcement, yeah, we about to get out of here, then we wouldn't be going through what we're going through right now. Like,
They're not strong enough to fight the Taliban, huh?
Yeah, but
it's not that we're not strong.
Not us. I'm talking about.
there are people that
pretty
are
much,
trying to transition power
pretty
to,
much
yes.
Their country is not, like, their government is being overtaken by basically,
A form of terrorism.
yeah.
But not to the extreme as ISIS, which is actually
Street
really
dudes.
doing the suicide bombings and all that. But
I heard that a couple of suicide bombers ran up in the airport.
yeah, that's
They've
mostly
been
the
doing
ISIS
that.
side.
They've been doing that. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but not at the airport that everybody was fleeing.
Yeah, but there's two
Damn.
different things going on over there in Afghanistan. You got the Taliban, then you got the ISIS. So basically, ISIS is basically like they're handing over to the Taliban, so they're doing the suicide bombing, shooting at the rockets.
Are they together?
You know what I'm saying? They're the ones over there wilding out, doing the crazy stuff. But handing over for the Taliban, for some military people, it's like a slap in the face. Like, we've been fighting over there. Some people got their legs blown off,
yeah.
all type of stuff. And it's like, yo, we fought these people just to hand it over to them. Is like a slap in the face for most military people. And I understand what they're saying. It is messed up. But how do you guys feel about that? If you was in that, went to war and trained and went through and lost some limb or just PTS, like post-traumatic
But I
stress
think in
syndrome.
Be like, yo, it's like this was a waste of time. You know what I mean? If we was gonna give it up now, we should have gave up back then. You know what I'm saying? We lost all of these lives. It's like in vain. So it's like you might as well keep, how they say, like, keep your foot on the enemy's neck. You know what I'm saying? Don't let up and give them any type of like, yo, now we're driving the U.S. out, because that can, just steamroll into something else. Now they might feel like they're at so much power that now they can attack and dictate what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? At one point they didn't know what to do.
Let me ask you a question. Is any other countries running with the Taliban? Like, maybe like China?
For what I've seen,
Or
this
Russia?
this actually started before 9/11. Wasn't there a war? I think Jay, me and you talked about before with Afghanistan and
Was fighting Russia, and we supplied them all of their
Who was
supplies.
fighting Russia? Afghanistan?
Afghanistan and Russia. There was no Taliban. Taliban was
But being out is the Taliban now.
Taliban. if you believe that the Taliban did 9/11, then like all the things are there to show that we pretty much did that ourselves.
Political theories.
That shit was a demolition. Like everything that goes back to that comes back to it was demolished.
Like, we
You know what I'm
supply
saying?
what was going on over
That's
there.
it's
in the
more
South.
deeper.
It's more deeper than that.
Yeah,
But
it's deep.
But like
So-
if you look at it, because even ISIS is pretty much they brought in ISIS to help them take care of Taliban because it was getting out of control. They're blowing stuff up. They doing this. They doing that. Now when they're pretty much under control, because at one time you didn't hear nothing about Taliban. You heard all about ISIS. That's because, yo, if you do this for me, I got you on this. You know
And
what I'm
that's
saying?
that's what
And
we're
then you
doing
don't hold
with
up,
them.
and then you do what I asked you to do, but then I don't hold up on my end. You know what I'm saying? That's where ISIS come from. Oh, where you gonna do me like that? Boom, boom, boom. All right, now we got ISIS out here.
Basically, like
You know what I'm saying? Like it's all
It's like the Wild West.
it's all mind tricks. Like they
basically like groups that you're supporting, like to get something.
It's
to
not
go
even that.
their
It's
way
like it's
in the
like
country.
America go to different countries, but they get the people from that country to help them to do whatever
They
they
train
do.
them.
Yeah, and we'll give you this if you help us do this. And then when they do it, it's oh nah, you know what I mean. And now, just like I said before, it's probably the same. I don't really know, but it's probably the same thing with what's going on now.
It's been
They
20
go
years.
to, they go to back out, and they like, oh word, y'all leaving us like that? Nah, we gonna do this and do that. Y'all supposed to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like
Help build some type of foundation. Help build the army. Train. You know, like didn't we do that? And they
that's what they
wasn't strong enough.
That's what they were supposed to.
They're
have.
supposed
Like,
to be strong enough to support their own. And
But you
it's
never
not
believe what the
working.
media tells you anyway, because you know they could be telling us one thing that America's over there training
But
an army to fight
this-
against
this-
ISIS,
this
and
is
they're
a-
not even really doing anything.
This isn't under either Trump or Biden's administration. This was under the Bush administration.
That's all.
started from the Bush
The
administration.
Bush senior
Yeah.
to junior.
Yeah. Well, Senior was at war with Saddam Hussein. That was in Kuwait, I think it was.
Okay.
And this Bush was, but it's the same thing. It's all over
Yeah.
oil.
The other Bush was with what's his name again?
He was supposed to have been
tall
chasing
guy.
after
Bin
Bin
Laden?
Laden. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's deeper. Like when you learn your history and see what's going on, it's like the thing that hurts me is like, say like for me, for instance, Vietnam, they had basically no choice on you having to go and serve this war. How would you feel having to go through something like that if it happened today, or for your child to have to do it? Because I know they had like certain age limits and.
I guess I'd be just like Muhammad Ali.
Word.
You know, if I choose to. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, either you go to war or you're going to go to jail. Which one you want to do?
And they'll put you in jail if you don't go. And to be honest,
And then they do that.
I
they
look
did that
at it
to
like-
Muhammad Ali.
Yeah,
it's messed up.
I think
Stripped his belts and everything,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
stripped his belts and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was like at the time like a year and a half in jail or something like that.
Yeah,
You know,
we call
everything
it the
goes
break.
up. Like if they was to bring that back now,
And now they running around talking about he's the greatest. His country's.
Yeah, it's
Word.
just watch when it comes to that. But it goes to show you like, is the lives worth losing for these we don't know the answer to what we're doing when it comes to government. Is it worth it? Like is because say like for instance I had a child that's old enough to go to war and then they're telling me like he has no choice. Like,
Word.
that like as a parent it'll kill you to be like this is what the government says and then you don't know.
even the
what's going on.
parents
Like,
that their kids make their own choice to go to war, that kills the parent alone. Like
But yeah, it's like they take away your rights when they trying to draft you.
yeah, the
Just
draft.
yeah,
That's
force
exactly
you to
what.
go,
Yeah,
you know?
the draft.
But when was the last time they was doing drafts?
Oh, in Vietnam.
Yeah, so since then you can sign up. You can, you can
you can
enlist,
sign up and list. They let you.
Yeah, but I guess if we, for instance, if we ever go to war and we're losing the war and a lot of our mans are down, I guess that's when they start doing the
They're
drive.
gonna tell you strap your boots
Yeah.
up.
And they had their limits to age limit. This
They're
and
gonna tell you
limit,
to
but
get that,
yeah,
get
but
that rusty
depending
pistol you was
on
about to catch a
what
charge
branch
on.
of what service you go into, like the Marines, they're the first. You know what I'm saying? They
Front
first
line.
in,
front
first
line,
out.
right.
I mean,
And
last
then-
out.
Yeah, and then after that, they go down the line. But if the numbers get that short, that's when they start pulling. You know what I'm saying? That's when they start drafting.
Yeah, nah, it's hard. It's touchy because I know when I was in high school and I just graduated, my first thing was to go into the Marines. I went to sign up. My friend, like, we had a bad recruiter. What happened was we enlisted, and then I told them, listen, like, I smoke weed. My friend did too. They was like, here, take these cleanser things. Passed into getting in. Like, I basically, my homeboy got down to Paris Island, failed the drug test, just because they kept giving us detox. But when you got down there and it was out your system, you failed. I didn't even get to make it to Paris Island.
First of all, you should have never took nothing.
Nah,
that they
I'm
gave
sitting
you.
there like, yo, I
We
do
from the
this all
hood.
time.
We know how to clean our system out, bro. We done clean our system up.
I'm young, fresh out of high school. They're like, yo, I do
Yeah.
this all the time, blah, blah, blah.
That's what he said.
And then as soon as I found out this shit, I'm like, yo, this guy's getting a check.
About time he done recruited you, his check was in the mail.
Yeah, he
already.
got a check,
Yeah.
and then it was just like, boom, I
You know?
fell, and I can't re-enlist for
His
another
check was already in the mail.
a
He
couple
did his
months,
job,
and that
so.
shit, it
Word.
fucked me and a lot of other people up. Like, I had people that passed tests till they got down there, because they test you while you're down there. Boom, you fell, now you gotta sit there like a prisoner.
I'm glad I ain't do that.
Like, I'm just like, damn, man.
I
like,
almost did it.
Then,
I took
I
like
almost did it
I
too.
almost did too, but it was a bailout for me.
Yo, damn, when was this? This was like
I
high
young,
school.
you know.
Yo, what's his name? Chris. He signed up to do the Marines, and I signed up with him. And then that's when he got into that little situation on the Ave. He was working at he was working security. Ended up chasing a person. Boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? We tried to steal. Got caught up. They arrested him, so then he couldn't do it. Now, mind you, my papers is in. I'm like, oh hell no!
you pull that back like a fishing line.
Yo, the mother. I was like,
Wait a minute.
yo, I'm not going alone.
He was calling my
But word to
phone,
mother.
banging on my
That
door
was
at
the
the same
Marines,
time.
bro.
Yeah, nah, that's how they
At my
come at
house
you, like
every
Jehovah's
day.
Witness. As soon as you enlist, they
He
knocking.
was banging on my. I was like peeking through the blinds,
Yeah.
like, I
Look
went back in the
outside
room and
and
closed
see
the
that.
door.
You look outside and see that ugly little Ford Focus outside.
Yeah,
Man,
yo.
I was sleeping in a recruiting station. That's how they had me, like forcing me. Drink this, take that. I had niacin. I was fucking itching, sweating,
But
shit
how many
popping
people?
up my skin.
How
like,
many
yo.
people you know that genuinely went down there like, yo,
You're going. You
I
were
want to
some
sign
next
up.
shit.
Yo, nah, they was forcing me.
Yo,
My boy did that.
I want to be. I
was
want to be.
gonna- I was about to
it's
do
in
the
my
same
family.
thing.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, my great grandfather was in. You know what I'm saying? My father was in there. Yo,
I
it's
ain't
like you know that went really.
My-
Yo, most people, yo, they don't know. You know what I'm saying? What lies ahead?
looking
in
for
the
direction
future.
in their life.
Yo, they want to travel.
majority.
Yeah, they. You know what I'm saying?
Get out the
They
hood.
want to be. Yeah, they want to see the world or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And they like, yo, signing up, but they not doing it alone.
Yeah, nah. You going in like as a team. That's how me and my homeboy was doing it. But it was just we got tied up in the shit. And then once I started realizing like I'm sleeping at the recruiting station, like sitting here, and this
They wouldn't even
motherfucker's
let
like,
you
yo,
in the barracks.
drink this, take this, do this, riding around in the city, dropping people off. Like he was like basically
Yeah, that's
getting
some
that
neck.
check,
That's some
that
neck.
check, and then once he got the check, it was just like, all right, boom, we out. And
Dang,
that
that's
shit,
crazy.
it fucked me up because out of the military family I have, my mom, not my mom, my dad, my sisters, they made it. My grandfather, everybody like man-wise on my mother's side did it. I'm the only one that got to that step and was like, oh. I was like, damn.
You
that shit
ever
kinda
think
fucked me
about
up.
where your life would be if you would have went to the service? You understand?
Oh, the way I was acting young, yeah, I would have definitely been like, yo, put me on the front line. Like,
I thought you was about to
Yeah.
say you was about to get a what they call it, dishonorable.
Dishonorable
nah,
discharge.
yeah, nah, I would have been like, yo, put me up front. Like, fuck it. Like
That's why I went to the Marines. I was like front line. I went took the pre-test, passed everything. This motherfucker came knocking on the door and calling my cell phone, calling the house phone at the same time. I was like, nah, I can't do this.
I passed everything with the drugs.
Yeah.
Goddamn. Just over some weed.
You know, I was just going through a hard time in life, so I was like, you know something, let me try something different. Let me join the Marines.
That's
let me join the armed forces. You know, I could travel. I get a check. It keeps me out of trouble. And after I sat and thought about that shit, I said, damn this, man. I ain't fighting no war.
Yeah, no, because like you're out there fighting a war, and then most of the people you're fighting a war for, and just sitting at home not giving a fuck.
Okay, let me ask you a question though. What if a war comes over here? What would you do? Would you fight, or would you just be like, yo?
We would have no choice.
Yeah, like
boot
protecting here, yeah.
We would have no choice.
You got to boot up.
Especially like we're
No, to be honest,
Are you gonna be one of those like, okay, I'm just gonna find a place, try to seek shelter or whatever? Or are you gonna boot up with the army or the navy or the?
Nah, we gotta come
Boot up?
together as people in America. That's when you say like
booting
I'm
up?
America. Like
Booting up, Coop? What are you doing?
It'd be like a purge.
you might get rid of a motherfucker you don't like. Like you know what? This nigga here, this nigga getting on my nerves.
Start going after your enemies. Like, yeah, this is perfect.
Now, let me take care of my issues first. Then we can deal with the war.
Forget Afghanistan. I'm taking care of Queens right now.
Yo, crazy. I guess so. I guess we have no choice.
Yeah, nah, it's
But
crazy.
yo, what if they telling you that you gotta go, but you gotta take what you got? Like, take that rusty 9 you was about to catch a charge with.
No, hell no.
Grease that motherfucker up.
You gotta go with a 9. Hell no. I'm calling everybody. I'm calling all the hood. I'm calling everybody from the hood. Like, yo.
We gonna have a meeting. Like, listen.
Shit is scarce. Ain't nobody giving out nothing no more.
Are they gonna be charging
no, they
bomb in the leg?
I don't know. I got
Like,
friends.
No kind of fridge. Yo, and
giving
ammo's
out
hard
nothing.
to get right now.
I know.
It's hard as fuck to get. You gotta go to a gun range show out of state.
There was like all the gun shops, everything was like sold out.
Everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Walmart
Like
right
they was
now, my boy.
preparing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm talking about they, you know what I'm saying, was getting ready. Like you seen them memes that they was putting up before, like, yo, you got the cats in the strip club and then they over here teaching their kids like how to disarm and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you said, it would be funny.
Yeah.
But
Nah.
it's real. Like, yo, they really was like
They be having
preparing.
targets and everything.
Yo.
Practicing.
Yeah, the gun range out here is about to close this month coming up. So
In East
y'all wanna
Islip.
go ahead and do like a group.
Which one?
Nah, we don't want to go.
One
over
all
there.
the
We
way.
don't want to go.
No.
We don't want to go to that racist gun range.
It's not even that. It's something for you to. We
Wait,
good.
further
We
I ain't
east?
going
we
nowhere.
chilling,
I ain't
but
giving no
it's-
racist gun range my money.
Nah, because you could like. This is something that you got to deal with. Period. These are people that have guns.
Yeah,
You know
but
what
I ain't
I'm
gonna
saying?
move. I ain't
But
gonna
it's
jump
not
in the
gonna
water
be
with them.
Like sitting there like, yo, fuck these niggas.
I ain't gonna go on vacation with them.
No, you sit back and you watch. Like, oh, alright.
I already know. I ain't
Like,
got
no, you know, but you're just sitting there like.
Nah, I don't even want to
Like,
be in
y'all
that.
good.
Nah, you can watch all
Y'all
you
see
want.
me with my white people, I'm chilling.
I'm be
like,
with,
we not-
I'm
we
be with
not-
my brothers,
it's
like throwing grenades and doing tuck
Nah,
ups
but
and
that's
rolls.
the thing. How when you it teaches you something, being comfortable with a gun and then being in that type of environment with the people that are like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be comfortable when you have a gun on you. Like, if you down south and you in the store and you see somebody that have it and he wilding, bugging the fuck out and you have it on you, you got to be calm and assertive and direct with the shit that you're doing because you got to be comfortable. That's why I say go to the gun range because when you shooting, you got to worry about the people that bullet is going to miss.
We can go to a different gun range.
Yeah, no, you can, but I'm saying like the
I
shit
don't
that I go to,
I ain't
you could
supporting.
shoot from all type of distance and you could throw the shit up in the air and no, boom, boom, boom.
And they
boom,
going
boom,
out of
boom,
business,
boom.
you
That's
see?
how I'm shooting.
What? They going out of business?
No, they're not going out of business.
They
What
moving?
I'm saying is like when you go to that gun range I go to is you have different type of things.
No, the one you
do.
said that shutting down that you want to go to.
What, the one that's shutting down?
You said they closing.
They closing, right? You said one's closing.
Nah, I ain't one closing.
Didn't
There's
say that?
one that we're not
Yeah.
going to. The one out here in Iceland that we've been to.
Okay.
Me, Coop, and Jay, and a couple of the people that work at Anderson with us.
Mhm.
But what's happening? I don't want to hog it up on this. All right, we had 20 minutes. But yeah, next thing we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about this upscaling COVID going on in the city. Yeah, how do you guys feel about getting us shut down? Like, you feel like we should?
I told you they can't afford it. They not gonna shut this bitch down. They gonna do whatever they can to
They
make
just
sure
banning
everybody's
people from
vaccinated.
everywhere. September 13th, if you ain't got your vaccine, you ain't going out to eat.
Word.
You ain't going to the
Slice
gym.
of pizza?
Yo,
Yeah, you
like,
You gonna be a Uber eating motherfucker.
right? Like,
Then that should be cold.
Word.
I'm telling you, like, they
I'll
trying
be at
to,
the table with the flambe and shit.
like,
on
that's
fire.
their next way of trying to shut down is by keeping the ones who haven't been vaccinated, like, out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not to say that because you're vaccinated, you can't get sick, but you're at a lower risk. So those that didn't get vaccinated, stay out of the gyms, stay out of restaurants, stay out of public places.
Did they start
you know,
out here
what
on
have you.
Long Island yet?
I know the city they did. Like, just to get that slice of pizza, the lady thought I was going to sit in and
Nah, but
eat.
they haven't been doing that. You said in the city?
Yeah,
You
I
mean
was
like
at-
Manhattan?
Yeah, Manhattan.
Because like in Queens, I haven't
Yeah, I
been
was
someplace where...
on Madison Square, right outside. I wanted to get me a pizza at Sabero. She was like, "You sitting in and eating?" I had my mask on because you got to use it for transit. And I'm like, "I'm carrying out. I'm leaving." She thought I said I'm sitting. She was like, "I need to see your card." I'm like, "No, I'm leaving." But the crazy thing is, I could still come in there without a vaccination, all that, deal with all that shit, use the same shit. You're not sanitizing it. And then these people are going to go sit down without their mask, even though they're vaccinated, but you still got the risk of getting it.
Yo,
That's
they-
why I'm just like, it doesn't make no sense to me.
They're mandating teachers also.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, and the thing is, how is it like you like? There's a lot of people that's against it. Me, I'm just gonna use my mask, sanitize, and be clean. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people are out there with no mask. Like, I can't believe this shit. Like, my kids are not gonna deal with it. I feel bad for teachers that got to deal with a parent that's like that. Like,
But at the same time, I do think that the schools, it should be that student or that parent's decision if the kid wants to wear a mask. Like,
Well, there's a couple of states that I saw yesterday when I was in the gym on the television that are banning masks, like for the kids in the school.
yeah.
It's like 3
Because
or 4
it
states.
still
like
makes no
out
sense.
Midwest.
They're saying that you can take your mask off sitting down at your desk. Yeah.
Well, that's what they're doing now. When you go
Yeah.
into a restaurant, you got to wear your mask. Then when you
Coming
get to your
in, but
table,
then when you sit
can
down,
take it
yeah.
off. You know what I'm saying? Just like they say, like you can have your mask on, but like if you're drinking and eating, you know what I'm saying, you can hold it down. You know what I mean? You can, have it removed from your face. But then after that, when you walk through, you know, like just passing by people, you need to be masked up. But
yeah,
I don't
nah.
know.
To be honest, it's all about being clean. A lot of people that we probably work with, you see them rush in and out the bathroom knowing that they ain't wash their hands and shit like that. Those are the type of people that you gotta actually speak with and be like, yo, like, come on, you know what I'm saying? We work with somebody that was just blowing their nose everywhere, that's not rocket shit, and then you gotta say something to them like, yo, what the fuck? You just going like this, wiping it up, and you touching shit.
What about
doing
people that
stuff,
just go in the
like-
restroom and just like
Yeah, you know what I'm
walk
saying?
right
Like,
out? I'd be
walk
like,
right
yo,
out.
bro.
That, like, you know what I'm saying? We know we ain't wash your hand. Now I gotta be a man to tell you, cause you a grown man. Why you? Come on, we shouldn't even be having this conversation. But it's those type of people that that's why I don't like using the car. That's why I have the touchless thing with your hand, your own phone. You wave it over, because if you think about it, you go to the gas pump, you go touch something that credit card swiping, money. A lot of places like UPS today, they were like, we don't accept no cash. You have to pre-do everything before you come here, or use that computer over there. After that, we're not dealing with you. But these are steps they're taking because everything is about hand-to-hand contact, 6 feet. So they're trying to eliminate that, and you see it like,
Yo, they trying to eliminate social, like, you know what I mean? Just being social. Like, you touching people. Like, you being secluded, you know what I mean? On lockdown, being home. Like, now, people know that, listen, if there is a shutdown, which, 9 times out of 10 it won't be, but just for them to keep us, I know now I can work from home. right? So now I can work from home. Now I don't have to interact with other people. I don't have to be around people. I don't have to touch, like, you said, like, cash. Like, that's just another way they say we not accepting no cash. Like, soon that fiat, the dollar's going to be gone. Like, we using credit. We using cryptocurrency. We using, like, digital. You know what I'm saying? So, like, soon it's going to be a point where you ain't, my man was on the bus, right? He came up here the other day. I haven't taken a bus. I can't even tell you. They accept Apple Pay, Google Pay. They got, like, the little laptop right at the bus. Just, and that's how you pay. Because he's like, damn, I ain't got no change. I don't got a Metro card. They're like, Apple Pay.
You know what I'm saying now?
Like on the bus.
Change.
They got it on the train now. I seen it the other day. Homeboy came over with the little scanner thing, little phone looking thing. Boop.
So you don't even need.
You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm bad. Cause let me tell you something. I never have cash. Only time I have cash on me when I know I have to use it for something. But besides that,
I'll be the same way.
I mean, I never have cash on me, bro.
My girl be like, yo, why you don't have no cash on you? You supposed to put something out.
Yeah,
I gotta have.
If I know if I'm going somewhere,
cash, bro.
if I know if I'm going somewhere and they have like valet parking or something, I have to go to the ATM, get cash before I go out because I don't.
Yo, we went to the casino, get in the casino, and I'm like, I forgot to go to the ATM.
Yeah, you gotta have it just in case of emergency, yo. Like, you go
just
down.
Just in case the bank shut down, right?
Yeah, like, your car get towed or something. Like, them dudes be like, nah, you got cash. Like, anything, like, you know what I'm saying?
Went from having money in the shoebox to having it, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I ain't even, we all had to learn. I didn't even know nothing about a bank account when I was younger.
Yeah, nah. Times
and now I don't even carry cash on me. It's
gotta
crazy.
evolve.
Yeah.
Did y'all listen to that Kanye West album? No.
I got to maybe 3 tracks. I listened to I think one is Jail with Hove.
Yeah, I'll give y'all time to listen to it. I'm not gonna say nothing. It'll be my personal
thing.
opinion.
It's like 20. What Chavi says, like 20, 30 tracks on it.
Yeah. All I'm gonna say is listen out for that last one on it. That was my favorite. They had the locks on
like
it
the
with
one he had with
Electronica.
Is it good overall? Is it a good project?
I honestly feel like because we're all older, I'm the youngest one in this group. You guys will probably appreciate it more than people that's younger than me. A lot of people felt like it was more like on the churchy type of feel because you got the organ, this and that. But if he just even left it without people on it, just instrumentals, amazing to me. Because you already know the way he does beats and shit like that, he's amazing. A lot of people are like, oh, I miss the old Kanye. Like, nah, like, this is something different.
Yeah, I'm going to check it out while I'm at work
tomorrow. You definitely got to give it a listen. He had the locks on there. He had Jay Electronica on there.
I like that song he had with Playboy Carly and Fabio Farm.
Yeah.
Fabio.
There's one with Westside Gunna on there.
We can't pull it up?
Nah. We can't play it on here. Yeah, nah, listen.
You ready to listen to that one?
Nah, you definitely gotta.
We're doing a podcast right now. You want to listen to Kanye?
But yeah, this is why I wanted to bring up cybersecurity because this goes into Bitcoin. Lately I've been dealing with a couple companies that have been getting hacked, right? So what people are doing is that are nice with computers, especially overseas. What they do is they hack into a company. They'll send you an email. To your company email. You open it up, it's some spam shit. Just from you opening it up, boom, they get your information, then they start hacking in that way, right? So now, once they get into your server, they hack into your server, get all the information, codes everything, lock everybody out from getting in. Once they do that, now they're holding your company ransom. They don't want money, cash, digital transfer, they want cryptocurrency. So when they do that, I looked into it, they'll get the cryptocurrency, but they'll divide it out through other type of crypto, and it all leads back into one. So FBI, government can't trace it.
I feel like this, though. I feel like at the end of the day, they better get away with it now because the government's going to regulate it one day. That's all.
But
until they regulate
that's the thing.
They're gonna regulate
it all. There's a lot to go with this because
so they ain't gonna be able to do that shit in the future.
Coop knows more about how it is because this guy was telling me like just one Bitcoin is like $50,000. He was like, they're asking for this. They could hold it and let that shit rack up and then just cash out once the shit gets bigger. Like, he's this guy that was breaking it down to the company was like, it's bigger than you guys understand. Like, this is gonna be the new wave of money to not be traced because this is untraceable.
No, it's been that way.
No, it's been like that, but it's getting to the public eye. Like, I'm starting to see it like, holy shit. Like, this is like, just from what's going on, from what I'm seeing, there's mass companies. Like, say, for instance, the company you work for is taking over on their server for somebody opening up a dumbass email. Mm-hmm. They're going to have you as a worker and everybody they do business with, information, credit card information, this, that. And they hold it ransom. And the only way you can get it back is paying.
That's
so
why
now
I said,
you have, like, your company has to have insurance for this crypto shit.
Mm-hmm.
The FBI has to get involved. Like, this shit is bigger than I'm sitting there reading and seeing what's going on through emails, other companies. It could happen to you because I was looking this shit up. This is some funny shit. If you're watching porn at home on your phone, doing you, somebody could send you an email like, yo, with a clip of you doing you, and hold you ransom. Like, yo, if you don't pay me by this certain, with this crypto shit, I'm sending all this shit to everybody in your
send it to him.
Yo, ain't that like just having...
I'll be like, send it to
But
him.
the question is, what if it does happen?
Send it to him.
Yo,
Send it.
make me go viral.
Make me go viral. Send it to him.
Send him a couple of
Let them
other.
call me.
Send him a couple of other
They
pics.
better
Like,
come.
here,
They
send
better
this
come
one.
stronger than that, nigga.
Yo, we got you. We got what?
No,
we got
but
you.
no,
What,
say
nigga,
they
don't
say
take my
no,
son,
no.
do something.
What
Listen,
if they
man.
send you
Some
a
strange
clip of
focus,
you?
whatever.
No,
It's
say
like
if they send you a clip of it.
Listen, man, I ain't no shame
No,
in my
no, 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 no.
game.
They send
Wait, you think I'm gonna hitting them off? Like, here's take my money.
No. This is actually a scam that goes on.
Yeah.
They'll send you, like, there's people that
Yeah,
actually
I know
watch
what you're
your
saying.
camera, wait to catch you, video clip it, send it to you, like, hold your ransom, like,
I'll
listen.
be like, I don't got crypto.
They be like, listen,
I don't got crypto.
well, shit.
Make me go viral.
My whole thing is, I'm like, Mom, listen, don't look at that fucking email, please. Or whoever, because shit.
Like, that was you. Yeah, man.
No.
I'd be like,
Nah, that was
That was the shake weight.
Photoshop.
Fuck that. But nah,
yeah, but at the end of the day, they're gonna regulate it one day. So
it's
it's just no regulation. Cool. How long Bitcoin been around? When we was looking at the documentary, how many years ago?
Like at least 10.
So
that shit had been around since like 08, 07.
Yeah. So the
Nah,
government,
it's been
that's
around
what
for a
they're
minute.
working on now, actually.
They can't regulate it though. The government can't because
they going
Listen,
to.
they just
They
want
gonna
to have their hand in the pot.
They gonna
That's
have their
all it
hand in
is.
the pot.
And
You
right
think-
now they can't.
They
You know what I'm
can't.
saying? So
yeah, nah, they can't.
But
they,
you don't think
they're
they're
trying
gonna
to find a way.
they
The
trying.
government.
But
Matter of fact, the government might be running it. Like, yo, fuck it, keep it the way it is. We getting,
that's what makes me want to get involved because I'm just like watching everything that's going on. This guy's coming to my company I work for. Like, listen, we're doing all this stuff malware because what's going on with these other companies. We're trying to make sure you guys are safe because what's going to end up happening is when you guys get hacked like this, everybody's at risk. You could go on the Wi-Fi, whatever. That's why most of these phones now will ask you, like, are you sure you want to, this is something that you're familiar with? Like, the phones work with you because it's nothing for somebody to hack your phone, get your information. This shit happened to me with the bank. I swiped somewhere, and next thing I know, the next day we were paying rent. I had $68 in my account. And I looked at where the transaction was. It was around my house. And next thing you know, this nigga was in the city at 11, 12 at night buying fucking Fendi, Gucci, and all type of shit on my account.
my phone alert. They call me and alert me every time something
So what happened with that?
Nah, I went to the bank and I made an alert. Like anything over $100, I have to have any type of alert.
But
like,
your card will continue to let them go?
No, after that, I had to sit there and set up a whole fucking security thing with these people. I'm like, yo, y'all fucking...
See, my bank, when
I was pissed.
When they just called me, I think it was my credit card or my bank card.
And I'm in a credit union.
They called me and they just basically told me what was going on. They was like, somebody's in a different state using it and, they purchased this and that.
So they'll shut your card.
Shut it down.
They're not going to let them keep
But they,
going.
I didn't have to pay for anything.
I didn't know this shit out until 8
if you're
in
not
the
normally
morning,
making
and this
those
nigga was
purchases-
swiping at 12.
Did you have to
12
pay for
at
it?
night.
They didn't put it back in your account?
No, they gave it right back to me.
Okay.
But there was a listen,
Who you was with?
it was Nassau Federal Credit Union, and they switched over to Jovia. They just got switched over when this happened.
Mm-hmm.
And once I explained everything, the guy was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." He's looking at it. He's like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure this wasn't you. Like somebody hacked into your stuff." And I'm like, "Yo, whoever did this went to an ATM by my house, basically took some money out. Like, oh, this nigga got money. Went to the city and started buying in
How they take
Manhattan
money out from the ATM?
somehow, because it was like an ATM withdrawal or some shit. It was like
Probably a cashback.
20,
from
yeah, like a
from
$20, $40.
grocery store or something.
And next thing I know,
Oh,
I'm
at
looking
the
at
supermarket.
it
But
went
you gotta
from
put your PIN number in.
it went. I don't know how the fuck they did this. It went from
Remember at 7-Eleven they was doing people...
yeah. My
was
bank
hacking
doesn't
people
deal with
cards.
7-Eleven no more because they're like there's so many people getting hacked.
Nah,
That's
7-Eleven's
why
good now. They switched
I don't
it.
have
They
a
switched
free
it. They switched it.
take.
And I think if you at the card machine and you push credit, it'll eliminate the pin.
Cause I got cards that do that shit now. When
Yeah,
we got
you-
the cards for work with the
Nah,
yeah,
mine's
the
always
cash.
asked for a pin.
Nah. If you charge, it'd be like credit or debit. See, debit comes right out. They require your PIN. Like
It's
when
a
you do it.
pending.
I got
If
you.
not, you do credit.
You
It's
talking about
like,
the
yo,
ATM?
They'll build. They basically.
Yeah, it's a
Are you-
pending.
Are you talking about when you purchase something?
No, like when you in a store. Like
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, when you're in the
purchase,
store, okay.
If you at like the bank, you gotta put in a PIN number. That's crazy.
Yeah, taking money out. But like when that shit happened, I'm like, yo, I gotta go pay rent, and then went from that night. It's like they seen how much money they was on Motor Parkway, and then hour later they in Manhattan.
Nigga said, "Oh, y'all gotta play."
$100, $20. And gotta play. I was tight.
Said,
I'm like, I gotta pay
gotta
rent. I
play
gotta
this.
explain this shit
But
to
they
my
got- they got-
landlord.
Swiping.
They got those card readers too. Like you go to the ATM and the shit is over the ATM. So you put your joint in like it. They say like if you like.
You gotta jiggle
not
it and
knowing,
see if the shit is
shit'll
there.
pop off. Like that shit is there.
Yeah.
And it got like the card reader. So as soon as you put your shit, boom, them niggas come, boom, get all of the card numbers.
They don't even have to do that, right? If you, they can read your card
Listen,
They got the
You
little
can do
thing
that
in
shit
your
in
wallet,
wallet,
You
right?
could do that online.
That's why I got this.
Yo,
You
you
can't
gotta-
read. You can't read the card through it.
But they got the 2020, 2022 one that
Yeah.
read through all that.
Oh
Yeah.
Nah.
You be like,
And then they got the
Nah, but like you
2000
know how, like you go to Starbucks or something, and they have the thing where you can just swipe your card over the machine, and it charges your card.
Yeah, just tap it. Boom.
You can throw your wallet up there, and it'll still read your card.
Oh, you don't even have to take the card out.
Yeah. Now,
but what if you got like 5 cards?
somebody can have that in their pocket and walk past you and take everything off of your cards through your wallet.
Just bump into you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You ain't got to bump into you.
Yeah, nah, that's why
Nah,
cybersecurity
They gotta
is
get
real.
closer in order to.
They got to
read it,
like
right?
swipe it, hit it.
Or no, you could be in Manhattan waiting for the bus or something,
Word.
getting off the train, waiting for the train.
No, I'm just
to be
saying,
like,
do they have to be like, you know,
They
like
just gotta be
close
within
to
with
you?
like 2 to 3 feet. That's it.
Oh.
Just the fact that it can be done.
Yeah, but
Yes.
I'm just saying, cause I ain't, if they gotta walk up on you and be like, like to your back pocket or some shit,
Somehow. I don't know.
or is it just, or they could just be like sitting here and like, okay, I got your
Shit,
information.
you could 3D print a gun now off of plastic, and it's legal to do. There's no laws against it in New York. They just had a special on it. Like
A
yo,
what?
you get
3D?
a 3D printer takes 16 hours to make a gun, right? All you got to do is go online, buy the slide, whatever metal piece for it, legally. Build it. Sometimes you got to file it down so it works perfect.
That's what you been doing, Luke?
Nah, I've been watching fucking. I'm not doing that. I'm
What you
watching
been doing for the
fucking
past
videos.
month?
Nah, these are for, like this is real shit that the government is like having a problem trying to stop, like with this going on with the hacking. Like this guy that worked in the FBI was like, we can't stop them making ghost guns. That's what they call it. That's a gun made out of plastic. This guy made one, entered a competition, used it legally, and at the end he dismantled it. It was plastic, put a fire underneath, melted it, and he was like, that gun's gone now. I could have committed a crime with that gun.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, there's people putting drones with a little fucking bomb like this on it and making a mechanism where you could drive over like a presidential event and drop a bomb on it. Like, this is stuff that they're trying to fight right now. Like, they're really
Yo,
going in.
You can't do that.
Nah,
Ain't no drone. Ain't no
plastic.
drones.
Listen.
Ain't no drones.
It's plastic.
No.
How are you fighting that?
No, listen.
And that's,
I don't
that's
know.
because certain areas.
The government got.
Hold on.
Listen.
I'm gonna send you the video
I don't-
right now
Where
while
at?
we're talking.
I don't agree with that because
Where did it happen?
no. Listen, when we were away, right? Like my man had a drone, so in order for him to video the wedding, right? Because he was photographer, the photographer for the wedding. They said they had him fill out a form, right? It wasn't in depth or anything, but it was just authorization. He had to give them like whatever the serial number on that drone was in order for it to fly over that area. Otherwise, like it will go and there's like they have a signal that will just kill. So you can't.
So it's
fly,
a kill
like, over
switch.
Yeah, no,
airports.
it's called a EPM. Like basically, when you get in the area, it takes off all the electricity.
Right.
For certain
So when you
things.
say I'm flying
no,
over
yeah,
a
no, I
presidential
understand
event,
it. Now
you
this is
think
why I
that they
want to
would
send this
just
video to
allow-
you because this is.
I wouldn't even have to worry. I'd be like, listen, we don't need no sharpshooter. Just fly this drone right over. Boom. Just blow up everything. You ain't gonna allow that.
To see, I'm not gonna argue. It sounds simple until I watch this video, and this is a guy from the FBI even saying
Now
this
making
is
that
why we're having this
gun
problem.
and doing something with it and melting it, yeah, that's definitely.
Now we're
Like,
gonna. I'm
that can
gonna send it to
definitely
you guys.
happen.
This might be another episode after you watch
But
the
as
video.
far
what I
as
seen,
as far
and then
as
just,
getting a drone next to the president, yeah,
That ain't happening.
That ain't happening.
That should get shot down.
all right,
You
so
gotta-
you're telling me there hasn't been other people in this country
It's
that's been
getting
president,
shot
higher
down.
people that been executed, shot. Come on.
Wait, say that again?
There hasn't been like presidents, people like all right
By
for-
drones?
No, not by drones. By people actually just walking up with the. Remember the guy that fucking pulled
That's
the gun out
different.
and the gun misfired when he just walked
talking
up
about
and popped
drones,
him?
Yeah, but we're talking about
All right,
about
drone
drones.
wise,
Yeah.
yes, that can happen.
No, it can't.
not next to the
can't?
president.
Alright.
Not next to
It
the
can't.
president.
All right,
You have
that's
something
why
that
we're
shows
gonna watch this. We'll not watch it. Well, after we do
Yo,
this and well,
how would
we're
they-
gonna watch it together.
Yo,
'Cause
but how would they have a drone?
because
fly
everything
over?
is plastic and the way they're making it,
No, but-
they can't detect it. So right when you're in the military
No, but I'm
and
just
you're
saying,
on a plane,
You think that, but like, I've never seen no drone from before Obama to now, like somebody getting the footage. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter, like plastic, metal, whatever. They're not gonna allow anything to come in without their authorization. So
Right.
how would you think?
well,
that,
for us, and I can't talk for other countries. For us in America, yes. What they're worried about, what I'm saying is, say like you're having an event with the police barricading stuff, and they're having a like the Mandalay Bay, like an event somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's sitting there with a drone, flying it over this event, dropping something that's plastic. They can't detect this shit because it's plastic.
Yeah,
the
but
way
not-
everything is on this.
We was just talking about the
Yeah,
president,
when it
though.
comes to the
So
government,
Mayweather
the
made,
reason,
right?
the reason. No, I'm getting to the government part. That's the reason why they
Right.
brought it up, and the reason why. And when I send you guys this, I might have to just clip it so you guys know what I'm talking about. This is why they're saying this is becoming a problem, because when it comes to this plastic stuff, how are you gonna detect something metal in the air when it's plastic? Like when you go to the train station, the dogs are there to smell out explosives. Now you have a drone in the air, plastic with just some powder in it, and it has a device in it that
Yeah,
just
but then
snaps
you
in
can-
and drops it.
Do you think somebody tried that already?
Well,
you
this
think-
is
you
this,
think he has
this is what the
attempted-
guy
out
has
of all the
said
people
in
who
the
are-
video. This is why we're trying to fight home terror. This is what they're calling it, home terrorism. Because you got crazy people. That's
They might be able to
crazy
do it
enough
to
try.
us.
But he's saying
Um,
this is a
yeah.
new type of crime that's happening. But the laws are stopping them from getting these people from doing it. We ain't doing no shit making a gun that takes 16 hours through a 3D printer that takes mad money out of plastic. These are people that they call themselves artists. Cause you can make a fucking AK-47 with a dragon mouth at the end and it shoots. And you can melt it and do dumb shit. Like, and they're like, we're worried about this getting in terrorists and criminals' hands. And this is the problem, because they're like, it's hard to detect you going through a metal detector with a plastic gun on you. Like, and that's the problem. Like, you just like, yo, you can make a fucking sharp ass knife with the plastic and go through a metal detector into an event, prison.
That's
you know
why
what
they
I'm
be
saying?
having like the X-ray. You just be
Like they
walking
have
through.
it, but it's hard to detect
Right.
when it's certain type of material. Like
I know.
you got people that are criminals, and they're like, "Yo, these criminals are like 1 or 2 steps ahead of us that we're just learning how they're working. Like the criminal mind is crazy. Like
Yo,
you got
but
white people that are just like
security is crazy. You gotta understand, like
yeah, no, it is. These are people that they're trying to
like whether it's
stop.
plastic and it's not metal. When you are going through something that has X-ray, like it's basically scanning. It's scanning your whole cavity, right?
Yeah.
So you can't get through somewhere and say like the only way unless you buffing it, right? Mm-hmm. Like other than that, it's
Buffing it.
yeah, it's gonna detect on you. Like you walk through and you got a toothbrush, they gonna see you like, yo, little shit. The only thing that it's not is they're gonna be like, yo, you have money on you? All right, hold your money. You know how it is when you go through, they like hold it. Yeah. Otherwise, there's nothing on you. You're not getting through. And then when you come through, you gotta get scanned.
Not to knock off on my people. How you think people getting drugs through and weed and shit through? I get nothing.
Cause they know the pilot. They know the pilot.
So that's what I'm saying. Listen, if we gonna go there, that's all I got to say about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I know somebody. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
They have to know somebody. Inside. That's inside.
No. I'm saying
I don't think nobody just walking through like customs like, yo.
I don't want to throw myself on it, but say like, you know, somebody's like, hey, I'm going on a trip. Like, hey, I'm bringing this down somewhere with me.
Yeah, you be like
if your name is Frank Lucas.
Joel, you be like Joel Santana running out the airport.
See, y'all missing the point. The point. Say I'm a regular civilian going on the trip, and I know I'm going to Cuba. There's no weed down there.
Alright, you got an eighth. With me. That's different.
No, niggas ain't bringing no fucking eighth when I'm going for a week.
Okay, a quarter, an ounce. But that's different from a gun.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. There's people doing that. All right, for one of the terrorists that snuck that damn blade on to the 9/11 flight, guess how he hid that shit? Putting some Play-Doh over it. So they had to evolve their game of it. So the whole thing is we're evolving from these criminal minds. There's people out there looking for different ways.
Crazy. Jay got the political theory.
I told you what all that shit was. Wasn't nobody on them fucking planes, man.
Yo, let me tell you something. Cool, we on a plane, right? I'm far from gangster. When a motherfucker pull out, I'm talking about, yo, we hijacking a plane with a butter knife. Nigga. Yo, I'll be like, yo.
Let a cigarette. You better sit your ass down.
Them niggas sat like. Them niggas sat.
If you got a gun, that's one thing.
They sat back with remote controls and flew them planes into the buildings, man. There was nobody on them damn planes. Like, you think?
Mm-hmm. See, that's everybody listening to this Timeout podcast. That's Brother Jay talking. This is opinions.
No, man, you gotta respect it because we all don't. You never know, man.
Fly the drone, or yo, I'm going in this plane. I'm gonna fly it into a building.
You never know what to believe, Goonie.
No.
You never know what to believe.
This is what it is. Like, all right, for instance, we'll go around the table. We got enough time. I was only in like 6th, 7th grade when this happened. I didn't even know what the fuck was going on. I just heard what happened through people coming into school.
I still don't know what happened.
But how like what would you
only
guys
what they tell you when
this happened? Where was you at, Coop, when this happened? 9/11.
9/11. I was working PS 147 in Queens. That's what, and when that happened, boom, you just seen people come in like, yeah, I'm here to pick up Jordan from school. Yeah, I'm here to pick up Miles. And then it was just like boom, 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 boom. Like, yo, everybody just was picking up their kids, and then shit was just like, you know how it's like it go from like, yo, it's just like everything is calm, and then it's just like, yo, everybody was like, yo, you heard what happened? And then you could see that from Queens, like, you know what I'm saying, like the smoke, and then everybody was just trying to like call family, go home.
I was in Hempstead. I was in Hempstead on the Heights, and I think it was a Friday, and I pick up my daughter. I usually, this is when my oldest child was staying in the Bronx, so I would go pick her up every other weekend, and that was the weekend for me to go pick up my oldest. And now I'm on a Southern State, and I'm riding. I think I got to exit. I don't even think I got to exit 13, like Linden Boulevard. Mm-hmm. All I know, I just like ambulances flying past me, police cars is flying. I'm like, what's going on? And next you know, I heard they shut down the bridge and you can't go across. And that's when I heard about it. Yeah. It was crazy, man, because you see fire trucks, ambulance, police cars. They all was like long, Suffolk County, Nassau. It was just they was all going to the city.
Yeah.
That was what, like 2002, right? 2001.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
This year is 20.
It's gonna be 20 years. This
I made
year.
that phone call. I was like, yo, the bridge is shut down. I can't make it this weekend.
2001.
Yeah,
I was in
2021.
Hollis.
Sadio, he was in one of the buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they basically told him to sit his ass down. They told everybody to sit down at your desk and relax, you know. And Sadio was like, nah.
Listen, we out.
He said while people was coming up, he was going down.
Word.
While the first plane hit the first building, he was like, yo, something was right. He's like, I ain't sitting at my desk. So he ran down the stairs.
There was somebody that
ended up moving to Florida.
Somebody that said that they made it from like the 50-something or 60-something floor.
Yeah. We ain't sitting still.
Word, I'm not sitting still.
What's your first reaction? Go sit at your desk?
That's like Cedric said, right? In Kings of Comedy, he said, yo, black people, they see other people running, they just start running.
Start running. Don't even know what they're running for.
They just start running.
I'm running. I'm diving down them stairs. He even said firefighter was running.
You know that word spread fast. Like, even though if you was down on the lower floors, you had to have heard it, and you know that it shook that building.
Yeah, dog, you hearing it in the building.
Word.
Like, oh, you gonna sit at my...
You hear a plane.
Everybody have a seat.
I'm out.
Relax. Be patient.
No.
Nah. I be thinking about my family, dog. I gotta get the fuck up out of here, period.
I'm out. Like,
you know we would have been out. I just know myself. What you gonna do, sit there and be like, you know? I ain't trying to talk to nobody because you know that noise was real loud.
Yeah, no diss to anybody that died in that, because I know somebody who lost their father to it, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
definitely.
Yeah.
As everything that's going on, even down to the Pentagon, wasn't no plane recovered. The one that went down in Pennsylvania.
They said that they was getting DNA out of molten metal.
Molten
metal. Mean metal was liquid. But you was still getting DNA off of that? How?
You put a little bit of alcohol in there.
Man.
A little bit of bleach. They tell you when you shoot a nigga, piss on your whatever, your hand, whatever. That shit'll clear it out. Pneumonia in it. But yeah, we got less than 10 minutes in here. The world's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy place.
You guys got the storm coming up here. I know how you guys gonna handle the storm coming up. I know
Pissed off they canceled my
storm is coming with here?
Yeah.
When?
Well, we not getting the storm. They done already got the storm down in New Orleans.
Yeah, we getting the rain.
We getting a little tail end from it.
Yeah, it's supposed to come over the island.
It been raining every weekend, man.
If I hear about the storm
being... It done slowed down all crazy.
Nah, if I hear about it being bad, I'm out. I had to clean.
What was that?
Family, I ain't trying to...
That was a hurricane, right? That was just the other day, like.
Yeah, Henry, whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
Henry or something.
Put a little.
Alright, I'll shoot right to Queens.
A little sprinkle on it.
I was mad as hell.
Like, move over, cool.
I wound up falling asleep.
Pop that white Henny.
Yo, I wound up falling asleep. I got up and it ain't nothing happened. I said, what
Jordan Jack, the whole family gonna be in there. Like, we good.
That last storm was nothing.
Oh man,
that was nothing.
It just rained. But it rained hard though.
Yeah, it did.
That was last week?
Saturday. It was on Saturday when it rained like
I think they be hyping up storms, so you don't even know what to believe in.
Yeah,
you
buy water, toilet paper, all type of shit.
Tell you running like Y2K.
Gas.
Yo, they had us down for a direct
toilet
hit.
tissue and everything. Yo, the next day, 85 degrees. You like, yo, I just went and bought all of this stuff.
But if you notice,
the day this shit was supposed to come, you see right before when the sun's supposed to come down, clear skies coming. I'm like, are you fucking serious? The gas station in my parents' area done.
Any other time that we have a bad storm coming, you see people, Home Depot selling out, people putting wood up on their windows.
Generators filling up all these gas containers.
None of that happened. Like, so, but if it did happen,
they like, we over it now.
If it did happen, you know what I'm saying? It's like you'd have wasted all that money on what? Like,
listen, as long as you got a full tank of gas.
Even gas stations ran out of gas. Like, that was like the craziest thing that I've seen in my
parents.
Yeah.
I was like, really?
I sat at one gas station, the truck was there pumping, and I sat there and waited about 20 minutes for him to finish. Like, all right. Only thing they had was regular gas. I was like, nah, I need that super.
Yeah, what was that just the other day? Like when they had the first responders and like it was like gas shortage and motherfuckers was online waiting for gas. What was that? That was
We spoiled over here, man.
damn.
We spoiled in America.
That was Sandy? Yeah, that was
Yeah,
Sandy.
Sandy. Yeah,
Yeah.
we done
It
with
was like
Sandy.
that.
Sandy was
That
crazy.
was real.
And that was late. That was like
October. Halloween.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was October.
Mm-hmm. And
Because-
Halloween. It ruined Halloween.
Yeah,
for kids.
that year we didn't have a Halloween. Like
Yeah, Amityville looked crazy.
kids,
dog.
there was no
Man.
lights. Like
Lord have mercy. Everybody had.
I was in Hempstead when that shit happened.
yo, it was crazy because I had to. My baby mother was staying at her mother's house, and they had a fireplace, and I kept.
I
Going
came to
over.
see you the next day. Remember? I was in Queens. I took my whole family to Queens.
Yeah.
And then
yeah,
I woke up the next
yeah.
day and I drove to Deer Park
Yep.
to Fat Boy house. And y'all all was up in there.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah,
I was
'cause
like,
that-
yo, I
'cause
couldn't
that-
even
'cause
go into
we-
something. I couldn't
'cause
go into something.
We
I
had
to
we
take
had
that line.
power. We had
Shout out to
power.
Swerve.
We
And they had power.
Word, we all had
Everywhere
power.
they have no power. Their house was on playing music.
Everybody's
man.
bringing
I
stuff
swear
to our
God.
house to
People across the
charge.
street didn't have electricity. They playing music.
Word, everything.
Motherfucker,
Yo,
yeah.
the crazy thing was the night before the storm was going on. People's calling me like, "Yo, y'all like right out there, y'all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good. What you talking
Yo,
about?"
directly across
Nobody
the street.
knew
had power.
nothing because the only thing that happened was the cable went out.
Yeah.
The cable went out, so we couldn't see what was going on. The next day,
I went to
Me
go
and-
check on my house.
me and Fat Boy walked to the south side. Yo, it looked like a third world country out
Yeah,
there.
it's trees
Trees
everywhere. bro.
everywhere.
I couldn't take the Southern State.
Yo.
It was trees. The Southern State was closed. I had to take the LIE.
Hurricane Fran was like that.
Oh, went North Click.
Yeah. Yo, you couldn't even.
Yeah, we went in the house when a tree hit a car in front of us. We was like, yo,
Bro,
we
we
just
was
looked
in-
at
we
each
was
other
in the
like, yo,
crib.
let's go in the house.
Lighting candles, no
Taking
power,
cold showers
no nothing.
for a week.
Yo, like we
Yo.
in there just lighting candles, like keeping warm.
Our job
Yo,
just
the store-
terminated us because
yo,
we worked at the mall. It
the-
got
the
flooded.
stores, like you was going up there, they was like not get, but like real cheap, like ice cream, you know, all the perishable stuff.
yeah.
Like yo, they was checking people out with like the calculator, like yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it was lines,
They
bro.
were still getting their money.
Lines.
The pool was
Remember?
over. I was on
Yo,
the
they
phone.
was looting, like they hit up the
Yeah.
men's warehouse.
Yeah.
Like, yo,
Yeah, they went looting.
Crabtree Valley Mall, like in Raleigh, like yo, it was crazy.
Hell yeah. Yo, they hit up
We was outside.
we
they
was
hit up an
walking
18
around.
wheeler on straight path. What's them little scooters. This is before they had the electric ones like that, but
What's
the
that?
little the stand up scooters,
What's
the
those
the
called?
motor
Razors?
ones, not the razors. The
The push one?
Nah,
when
the,
you stand on,
the,
you lean
the,
forward.
the
Oh, it was
motor with the
electric.
motor on it. Nah, it wasn't electric. It was the motor.
Gas?
One. Yeah, gas one. Word.
Nah,
like,
it wasn't gas.
nah, remember the little scooters? You can either
You used to have them on the Ave.
The little, they real small for like kids.
Nah, it's
No, it's a regular one you sit down.
stand
Oh, regular
up-
scooter.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
scooter.
stand up on it, got the
the
motor
razor-
on
the
it.
razor
Some of
ones.
them even had a little seat on them.
Yeah, I had the
Yeah,
one with
yeah.
the seat.
I thought you were talking about all the hoverboards. That's what I thought you were talking about. You stand
Nah,
up on.
Sandy, that shit was like them scooters. I don't even think hoverboards was even popping like that.
Yeah. When I be hearing Storm, like, oh, let's go. They be like trying to
water
stay and all
truck
this.
paper.
But I'm like, come on, we out, man. I ain't trying to play ourselves. Anything can happen, especially when you out here we right by the water.
Yeah,
Right by the water,
surrounded
man.
by
You
it.
know something? Nah, y'all got it.
Yeah, hoverboard.
You gonna have me on the rooftop with my family.
So you seen how
Just
them
looking for my
hoverboards
dog
was
and
catching
shit.
on
You know what I'm
fire.
saying? Come on, Sheba, we out, baby. We the whole family.
But yeah, yo, we got like a minute and 30 seconds left. Next week, yeah, you guys coming up, pulling up, man. What about you, brother Jay?
I might.
You might.
Still trying to get this car done, man. This shit has been
I
giving
feel
me.
you. I'm telling DMV, these motherfuckers is killing
Everything
me with
is
this
slow.
wait time.
DMV,
Word.
the post office, passports.
DMV killing me. I'm
Courts.
paying insurance for a car I can't drive right now. Motherfuckers. But yeah, man, next week, we here, you know what I'm saying? Tell a friend. We definitely gonna try to get this shit jumping.
Shout out to Social Media House.
Social Media House, my
Trenny.
Trenny
DJ
in the
Shabby.
back, you know what I'm saying? With the Bobby No, not even the Pop Smoke.
Appreciate you, bro.
Oh, man. Yeah, man. You already know. It's Timeout. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the goon. To my right, we got Brother Cool. We got Brother P. We got Brother J. It's Timeout. You already know. Salute to everybody that been following, supporting us. Next week, you already know another episode. You see us, see what you like, subscribe, and let a friend know.
Positive energy only.
Yeah, man.
Dang.
Check us out, Timeout on IG as well.
Yeah, we out.
It's hotter than fish grease in here.